To buy a pig, maybe. blogs.economictimes.indiatimes.com to buy a pig, maybe. Yesterday, 11:30 p.m. is the pressing need for revamped market design in the country's policy challenged agricultural economy. Specifically, we need options, and not just futures, for more efficient price discovery and hedging of risk for agricultural produce. Note that options give a buyer the right but not the obligation to buy or sell certain assets at a specific price during the life of a contract, and a thriving options market in agricultural commodities would improve liquidity and lead to better price discovery in the market. True, market regulator SEBI has given its final clearance for options trading in commodities. However, detailed guidelines for commodity options are awaited. There also seems potential regulatory lacuna in commodity options. Unlike in the equity market, where SEBI regulates both cash and derivative segments, in commodities, it has oversight only on the futures market while the spot market is regulated by the states. There are tax implications as well for options trading that do need to be rationalized fast. All transaction taxes are avoidable, but the commodity transactions tax on sellers of futures contracts is a nominal 0.01%, 1 paisa per Rs 100 of traded value. But the exercise of an option attracts a much larger securities transactions tax of 0.125% over 12 paise per Rs 100 levied on the option purchaser. And market participants fear, rightly, that option buyers who choose to convert their options into futures contracts would, in turn, be slapped with a steep upfront tax bill. More glaringly, market regulators' draft norms for commodity options seem much too focused on delivery rather than price discovery, and appear generally restricted only to market participants with underlying exposure. It would surely nip the market in the bud. Comments. Visit website. Get the debt market working, and fast. blogs.economictimes.indiatimes.com. Get the debt market working, and fast. Yesterday, 11:10 p.m. investment as a proportion of GDP is today lower than at any point of time since 2004-5, and this is principally on account of falling private corporate investment. After a series of public-private partnership projects in the infrastructure turned sour post the financial crisis, and especially since the Supreme Court cancelled a bunch of telecom licenses in 2011, private investment in infrastructure has virtually dried up. Even as the government has stepped up public investment, particularly in roads, water transport and the railways, private investment languishes, depressing overall investment, hobbling growth and curtailing job creation. It is essential to reverse this trend. But the twin balance sheet problem stands in the way. Banks are laden with bad loans and companies with debt they cannot service. Without bad loans being resolved and fresh capital infused, banks are not going to lend anywhere on the scale required to fund infrastructure. We can either wait for the banks to get their act right on ridding their books of bad loans or look at other sources of funds. One possibility is dedicated, long-term financing institutions, of the kind that the country had before they converted themselves into commercial banks. The other, and more viable, option is the debt market. Some Indian companies enjoy credit ratings on par with the sovereigns. At least such companies should have no problem raising money by issuing long-term bonds. The government should facilitate the process. Fully liquid and deep markets for bonds and interest rate and currency derivatives are essential for infrastructure companies to raise the finance they need by means of bonds. Removing the regulatory hurdles in creating such markets should be simpler than invoking the new bankruptcy code to resolve lakhs of crore worth of bad loans. A developed bond market would allow insurance and pension funds to flourish as well. It would attract foreign savings looking for profitable deployment outside the home country. There is every reason to devote regulatory energy on spurring the bond market in the near term. Comments. Visit website.